and welcome. I'm going to do a quick video on this mono white flyers deck. I'm not going to go through all the cards. If you want to pause it and peek at the cards, the deck list here, you can. But yeah, I've had a lot of success with it. I saw Dev from SBMTG do a video on his version of this and inspired me to throw up the deck I've been using and I've been having a lot of success with. So yeah, here it is. So in this first matchup, I think I was going against mono red, but we'll take a quick look. Either way, the simple philosophy behind the deck is get out a bunch of flyers, beef them up with something like Unbreakable Formation or Rally of Wings, something along those lines, and swing over the top for a lot of damage. I do have a few ground creatures, Venerated Loxodon, which is funny because I also run Hushbringer in the deck, and Hushbringer cancels out the Loxodon a lot of the times. But if if the Hushbringer's not on the field, then Loxodon can help it out. And then Gideon, just because, I mean, why not? It's great Planeswalker, puts a lot of pressure on people, gives stuff indestructible, vigilance, lifelink, whatever, super versatile. Nothing else, it's swinging for 4 on the ground each turn, which is awesome. If I remember correctly, this mono red player gets off to like the slowest start I've ever seen mono red get off to, like ever, which was cool by me, I mean, anything I can, anytime you can get out a little bit of a faster start than mono red, that's always nice. See, like right here, this would have been a great place to have my Loxodon. Actually, I think I do pull the Loxodon in this game now that I think about it. And I'm pretty sure he shocks my Healer's Hawk in the process, which I don't blame him. I mean, he doesn't want that life link. Life gain's probably the last thing mono red wants to see. But this is nice because, they're emptying their hands without doing any damage to me, and I'm building up threats on my side. So, obviously, a really great way to start the game for me. Now, here, he has the 1 mana left open. I probably could have not blocked with the Loxodon, but I was like, even if he kills that, that's 1 more burn spell or pump spell that he's not throwing at my face. So I figured, yeah, why not? Knew it was coming, but I was okay with making that trade. Again, he's down to 1 card. Here I was really debating between the Black Blade and the Prison Realm. I don't know if there would have been a wrong answer, but figured if I threw down the Black Blade with those cavalcades, he's probably going to be able to freaking kill the Black Blade, on his next turn. So I debated between that, keeping Rally of Wings open to untap my stuff and block with, but then I couldn't get the Black Blade down, so I just went with the Prison Realm here. Seeing here he's kind of flooding out. I mean, honestly, this first guy, he just got super unlucky with his draw. Rally of Wings saving the day. And then here I was going to pump one of them up with lifelink, which would have been 8 damage to his face, plus I'm gaining a bunch of life, 4 life. He decides to pop it, which at that point he was in a rough spot. good old Caldi Familiare. So I'm pretty sure this is a Rakdos sacrifice build. Thought about throwing down the Grateful Apparition there, but I wanted to get all my flyers out. I'm pretty sure I throw the the Grateful Apparition out here this next turn, and then pump with the Unbreakable Formation. Which I just got lucky they didn't kill any of my stuff here, because you're going to see stuff starts getting big real quick with that out. Good old Mayhem Devil. And here's where stuff gets really fun. You see, and then boom. Now I've got a army of big flying white nastiness. Yeah, that Unbreakable Formation, Grateful Apparition, or however you say it, I'm probably saying it wrong. Combo is super awesome. Here he's probably trying to figure out how he can survive this. I'm pretty sure he already knew I had him, but just to be safe, I threw down the Prison Realm. I think one of my daily challenges was casting a certain number of white or some other colored card, so I wanted to get it out of my hand anyway. Yeah, he had that Noxious Grasp. Didn't really matter. I had the game, so I was like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, good game against Rakdos Sacrifice. They never really got to get going with any of their stuff. Um, I did, obviously, I got to do a lot of what I like to do with this deck in that game. So this one, can't remember if this is the one or not. I think this is the one where I go up against Niv Mizzet, and after they drop yeah, Niv Mizzet. So they drop a Niv Mizzet after the game kind of goes for a little while. And then I think here's one of the matches where I had the Hushbringer out. And dropped the Venerated Loxodon, forgetting that the Hushbringer shuts that down. Very much acting like a blue-red control deck. I know it's not a control deck, but yeah, it's just. Yeah, I don't know what I was debating there. Obviously, I was trying to get out the Loxodon. And there's the big dog himself. And here, pretty sure this is where he busts out the flame sweep. Yep, I just kind of scooped it from there. It was pretty much over. I mean, he wiped out my whole board. So pretty decent starting hand on this one. I got a 1 drop, got a 2 drop, two drops. Got that prison realm for removal in case I needed it. If I remember correctly, I think this guy actually scoops pretty quickly. It's like a blue-green deck. You know he plays blue because he can't figure out what he wants to do. Bad joke, sorry. Sorry, any blue players out there. Get the old Gidster pumping up here. Yeah, this match was pretty uneventful, over quick. Probably could have cut it from the video, but I just did a bunch of matches in a row and cut out just whatever was in between to shorten the videos without actually removing any of the matches. So there you go. See, this one's sweet because I got the Unbreakable Formation, got the Healer's Hawk, I even got the Gidster. My hope anytime I have that in my starting hand is to hit the, like I said in the previous match, hit the Grateful, hit the Unbreakable, and go from there. I think he gets rid of Gideon, but I can't remember. Oh no, he got rid of the Loxodon. For some reason, he got rid of the Healer's Hawk. I'm not sure why. I personally would have getting rid of the Grateful Apparition, but yeah. I mean, I guess he didn't like the life link behind it, but I'm not sure if this was supposed to be some sort of Fires deck or if they were legit running Demir. But here, putting +2/+1 on Gidster would have been 10. It would have been game over right there anyway. So a really quick match for me where everything kind of just went right with that first hand. But yeah, really just wanted to put together to show off what this deck could do. Um, I came up with it after testing it quite a bit. In just play, I started the new season for ranked. Um, quickly flew through bronze, silver, and partway through gold, which um, a lot of these matches you're seeing here are either from silver or from gold tier. Um, so again, another really nice hand. This one I do think was a fires deck. I think they actually get fires out at some point. And I use Gideon's ultimate to get rid of it. -6 him. Yeah, there's the ritual wiping out all my creatures. Luckily, got the old Gidster hanging back. Can still get in 4 damage. Really love this card. I mean, it's if they don't have a way to deal with that planeswalker, it can get rough. But and the nice thing parts here, they don't know it, but I've got that extra one in my hand, kicking back. In testing, I played. I did really well overall with this deck. Kind of got my butt kicked by a Simic Flash deck. Um, in testing, and fires I've done okay. Luckily, it typically as long as I have a decent start, I can get out quick enough to get around fires. Overall, did pretty well against most of the decks. The sacrifice decks, I mean, it definitely did super well against them. Um, yeah, just overall, a really strong showing with this deck. Mono reds hit or miss. It really depends on a lot of the time who goes first. Um, but yeah, just again, I was watching. I've been playing a lot with this deck when I'm not just messing around with other random stuff. Um, this is kind of my go-to for wins. I saw Dev do his video on his, and I was like, I'll I'd recorded these matches. I was like, I might as well throw them out there and share what my variation of the deck is. So here he's just not really drawing any of his answers. Um, I'm assuming since getting rid of fires, that really kind of slowed things down for him. Or fires, when I say flyers. But yeah, there's the video. Thanks for watching and have a good one.